Okay, men usually look for a mother figure that they want to marry. So normally, what ends up happening is, as the relationship goes on, the men look to be taken care of by their spouse. The spouse matures in a much faster pace than than the man does, and she, at one point or another, does not want to take care of everybody. Does not want to only do the mothering. She wants to become her own person. So a lot of times, that is probably the biggest reason why a man would leave a woman, is because he doesn't mature in the same pace as a woman does. I think that a man, like a woman, it's not a matter of being faulted for for leaving a relationship. I think that it takes a lot of work to make a relationship work. I think that it's not something that you just walk out on when when there's problems. And I don't think anybody should stay in a relationship for a long period of time if they're unhappy. But if they don't leave the right way, then I think they should be faulted. Anybody in a relationship should handle it the right way. If they're unhappy, they should have conversations. They should try to deal with it. And at one point or another, if they have to go, then they go. But you always want to be dealt with the way you always like put the shoe on the other foot. You always want to deal with something the way you want it to be dealt with to you. I don't think it happens just as often the other way. I think that men tend to veer away from women more than women are more of a stable kind of people. They're nurturing, they're mothering, their relationship is different. Their relationship with women is different. Their relationship with men is different. They are more. They think of things more in depth. Men are more. First of all, they're, how do I put it? They're much more goal oriented. They need to be challenged constantly. They need to, you know, uh, just from their upbringing, they need to constantly reach a goal.
I feel like the atmosphere at work, I work with a lot of men. I would say probably about 90% men in my company and about 10% women. And as far as the men, I mean, they just come home, they work all day, they come home and they just go, okay, where's my dinner? I come home and I say, what do I have to make for dinner? I have to provide for my family. And then after dinner, I'm doing the laundry and doing the dishwasher, and I have to catch up. I have to see my kids, what's their homework about, and that's the difference between the men and the women, really. So that's what it comes down to.
So in my situation, my parents are divorced, and I've gone through a lot of like incidences where my parents use me to try and get money from the other one, or like manipulate each other, and like they use kids as a threat more than a weapon. It happens because they have feelings towards each other that aren't the most amicable, so they use children as like weapons to hurt the other one, because like they have bad feelings towards each other and they're not really mature enough to like talk it out, so they like fight over like stupid things that aren't real. The objective is to win and beat the other parent, so they use their children because they have the strongest bond with the children. That's like the most important thing. So they figure if you like win the kids, then you like win the battle and you win the war. It completely ruins the children. In my experience, I have gone through a lot with my parents, and it really affected me in a negative way because we were treated like property in like my situation, whatever. And the whole thing with the kids is whoever has the kids gets the money. And it's kind of like, you know, that when like your mom tells you that she wants you to live with her, that like she's only saying it because she wants the money, and it like hurts you as like a child knowing that your parent wants you to live with them for money. The minute you get your children in the middle of your divorce, it's gone too far. They shouldn't be a part of it at all. Like the second you start fighting over the kids, it's gone too far.